Hey everybody, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Monday, sir.
Happy Monday. How's everybody out there? Hope you had a great weekend. See any cool cars when you're out driving around this weekend? I didn't see any cool cars all weekend.
I was on social media at a couple of car shows. I was watching some of these amazing people who are just broadcasting car shows. I thought it was a lot of fun.
But do you guys still look for cool cars while you're out driving around, or has the sea of automobiles become so that you don't even watch anymore? I watch.
You mean the head turning effect that you would get?
Head turning effect. And I watch for them. Sometimes I'll see a classic car off to the side of the road and I'll name it by year, and the person next to me goes, how do you even know that?
Yeah, like I say that to you all the time.
It's true. All right, Mailbag Monday here. We're going to have a fun time. You guys, be sure to chime in with your questions because these are just enough to get us started. We're going to start with John Burdett, but before John's question, I'm admiring the Fords right here. What a great looking pair up right here for our amazing Bronco and Dark Horse Dream giveaway.
Chris, are you sure this is a Bronco? It really doesn't look like a Bronco.
It's a Bronco. No, see? F-O-R-D. It doesn't say J-E-E-P.
No, it does
F-O-R-D. Yeah.
Nothing like those Ford Broncos back in the day, right?
Right. Super great one here, Raptor, with all these upgrades from CJ Pony Parts. This is an amazing, amazing vehicle. Next to it, that Dark Horse, 850 horsepower. That's a fun ride. But back to John Burdett and his question. Would like to see the PHS on this car, the Judge.
The Judge.
So if you don't know your TLAs, TLA is a three-letter acronym. PHS, which is a TLA, it stands for Pontiac Historic Services. I'm sure somebody followed what I just said.
It took me a minute. Okay, so you're talking about, he wants to see a document.
That's correct. So Pontiac has microfiche from its records from, I believe, 1961 to 1979. So 1969 falls within those years. So you can see how a car was built from the factory. Let's take a look here, and I'm going to point something out interesting. So 4-speed trans, yep. Push button radio, yep. Gauge attack cluster, yep. Glass soft ray windshield, not all the way around, yep. Safety track rear, yep. Now here's what's interesting, stereo tape player. There's not one in there. It was not added back in during the restoration.
Oh, okay, so it was
right.
Originally.
Originally it had a stereo tape player, which would have been an 8-track. Power steering, of course, and then here's the big one, of course, the Judge package.
You mean they didn't put the 8-track back in?
They didn't put the 8-track back in.
Okay.
The seller told me he's going to send me the 8-track and we'll have it in the trunk for the winter.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
So that'll work.
So wait, the Judge. What are you talking about?
Well, the Judge package, because this is for a GTO hardtop coupe, HT coupe. The Judge was a package on top of the GTO.
Wait, for $250 you got the package?
Well, $249 is the invoice amount. Suggested retail, $337.
Okay.
You're out now. You're not going to spend that extra.
$337.
No, that extra $80 from invoice price.
Okay.
Yeah, $337 got you the Ram Air 3 engine and the functional Ram Air and the spoiler out back.
And the stickers.
But realize, let's take $337 here. Let's look at a base price of a GTO, $3,156. What does that tell us?
About 10%. Over
That's
10,
exactly what it tells
yeah.
us. It's over 10%. It's a 10% or more markup from a base GTO to get the Judge package. That made the difference to people. And let's face it, not everybody wanted a Judge back in the day. Some wanted, GTO convertibles, things that had more options, or things that weren't as flashy. Other people wanted the Judge. There you go.
Beautiful.
So glad we had a chance to do that. By the way, if you have a Pontiac, you can write to, the price has gone up. It used to be $75. Now it's $95. You can write to Pontiac Historic Services somewhere in the Detroit metro area. Actually, they're in Sterling Heights.
Beautiful.
And get one for your Pontiac.
While you're in there, Jesus says, PJ and Chris, what's your all-time favorite vehicle and what's currently your ride in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
PJ, you go first.
My all-time favorite would have to be like a Cobra 427, the whole kit car kind of a thing that you could build now, like this. Yeah, that little roadster, that would be perfect. And maybe that's the reason why my favorite car in the garage is that 66 C2
Corvette, because that's a roadster as well. So my favorite car of all time, American, 1970 and a half Pontiac Trans Am, Lucerne blue.
Screaming
with a
chicken?
No, it's a small chicken. It's not the big screaming chicken, the small chicken. And the bright blue interior, 4-speed, no console, power windows. Thank you for asking.
Wow.
At least I know.
And what's your current ride here in the Dream Giveaway Garage?
Ooh.
You're going with the Chevelle, I'm guessing.
Well, I'm looking at that Charger Hellcat, that petty Charger Hellcat, which is so nice. I like the Chevelle as well. Today, those two are on my top 2 list. Okay. Over to Jonathan H. Jonathan, you've been watching us for years. Thanks for doing that. What does it take to actually win? PJ?
You need a ticket.
You need a ticket.
All
it takes a ticket to actually win.
Right. Well, there's only one ticket that's actually going to win.
Correct.
Everybody else has, even if you get 2 tickets, you automatically have one that's definitely not going to win.
That's right.
There's a lot of them out there.
You know, it's a random drawing. There's no magic formula I've ever been able to figure out. But the second part of Jonathan's question, who chooses the winners exactly? PJ?
Yeah, we have an independent auditing firm here in Florida that does it electronically with a random ticket generator, number generator, and they take all of the active tickets that are in the system, and they click a button, and then out comes a number, and then they go see who that number it belongs to.
They just don't pick from our cousins?
No, I don't have that many cousins.
I don't have that many cousins either.
And listen, we're in a industry that's, you should be very skeptical about, oh, no one wins these things. We hear it all the time, your cousins always win. Listen, we don't care who wins. We just get the cars here for 11 months and then they're out the door again, and we just start another one. So,
but PJ, talk more about how strictly regulated this industry is.
You can't just go in and just say you're going to start a sweepstakes up. Right. This is highly regulated in every state that we, and audited all the time. So I mean, everything has to be perfectly and precise and doing everything the right way, which we have been for over 17 years. 17 years.
Nobody has lasted this long with this volume of vehicles as grand prizes as us at Dream Giveaway. And that means that we're following the rules.
Now, everybody asks what's the odds to winning, and certainly the more tickets you have, the better your odds. And we're not like the lottery or anything like this that, the Powerball is like 1 in 282 million or something like that. This is a lot, not even close to something like that. But, I mean, even if I had to guess a number between 1 and 100, I don't think I would guess the number correctly. So the odds of winning definitely are slim, but you're doing some great work by donating to the charities and helping out those amazing causes.
That's right. Jonathan, thank you for that question. From Robert Spencer, how is the next giveaway prize or prizes picked? How interesting you should ask this, because we just held our prize meeting today. We have members of our prize team. We sit in a conference room and look at the cutout of Burt Reynolds in his blue spandex and the autographed Les Paul from Samantha Fish. And we talk about what would be the next cool car to give away. And we kind of already know what you guys would like to win. We know you probably don't want to win a Yugo.
I was thinking the same thing you were going to say that.
A Yugo.
Yeah.
We know. You want to win Vets. You want to win Camaros. You want to win Chevelles. You want to win Roadrunners. You want to win Challengers. You want to win Mustangs. You want to win GTOs and Cudas and more Corvettes, and the list goes on and on and on.
And we do get requests from people who send, hey, what about this?
And send your requests. We pay attention to every single request. Some, it's just too narrow. Can you give away a 1947 Packer? No, we can't. But if you ask us to give away a 69 Camaro, we can. If you ask us to give away a Hemi Cuda, we'll probably get to that someday too. We've never done that. Okay, from Jeff Wade. Has the Hennessy T-Rex winner been revealed? It was. Where were you?
That's right.
Where's last week? Charles L. from the great state of New York.
New York, yeah.
Upstate New York.
I think that's what our 10th winner from New York.
10th winner from New York.
And we have a little winners page too, right on our website, dreamgiveaway.com/winners, or just go to dreamgiveaway.com and click on the winners link, and it'll show you right there.
Roger has a question.
All right, let's hear it.
Which one of the rides would you take on the Saturday night cruise? PJ, you go first.
Well, I got to go with my
Right, the vet?
The vet, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Chris. There's a lot. I mean, that Roadrunner package,
Okay.
the Mopars, and this Judge. I think you would take the Judge,
I'm
wouldn't you?
going to take the Judge out for the Saturday night cruise.
Yeah.
And if the Judge wasn't here, I'd take out the AR Cuda.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a great color.
From Paul. Paul, I hope I get your name, last name right here. Sapienza. We'll be doing more short-time giveaways in the future. So you are specifically asking about our 0 to 60 giveaway, of which Charles just won the Sublime Green 6-speed Challenger Hellcat. To answer your question, Paul, yes. In fact, the next 0 to 60 giveaway is already in the prep stage, and it will be starting sometime next month. So stay tuned for that. Any questions out there before I get to the ones here on this piece of paper?
Yeah, Anthony says, what about a 65 Cutlass F85 two-door 442 convertible?
Neat looking car. Neat looking car. You know what I have found out? The round body Cutlasses 442, 68 to 72 tend to be more popular than the super early ones like the 65. I would love to do it. We did that 67 W30 car, that black one with the pedigree of the factory racer. So it's not that we're against doing a first gen 442, but popularity wise, the round bodies are going to win.
Jesus says, would you ever consider giving away a new Lexus GX 550?
We try to stay away from vehicles that you can just go ahead and get at a dealership. I get it, it's aspirational, maybe, but honestly, if we do something, maybe we'll do something European before we do another vehicle Asian. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't have the answer to that yet. But the way, speaking of what cool cars do you see on the way in, I was right behind a Nissan GTR, speaking of cool Asian cars, but we were in stop and go traffic, so I didn't get to see him hit that pedal. Darn it. Okay, let's see, from YouTube from Ken Jones 1841. Wonder if that's the year Ken was born.
I think that his parents gave him that name.
You think his parents named him Ken Jones 1841?
Yeah.
Hell, him. Can pick him out of a crowd. Ken, we're playing. You know we love you. Do either of the big block Chevy giveaway cars have air conditioning? Let's walk over there and see.
Well, it's funny you say that, because even Mike Brown has a question about that. Any traction devices on the Super Chevys?
Are there ladder bars on the bottom there? I didn't see them. So both of these are solid lifter big blocks. That means you could not order factory air conditioning with them. They were built for performance only. So as you see from
it's like really hot in the whole country right now.
It is really hot, so you're asking about air conditioning. Yep. No, you could not get the LS6 car with...
There's a big empty space.
Yeah,
where the
could
AC
not get it
would
with
be.
air conditioning. You could not get an L78 Camaro with air conditioning either, because they're both solid lifter cars. Also, are there any other classic car convertibles on the horizon other than what we're looking at here? Well, we've got the 64 Vet convertible. We've got the 66 Vet convertible. Am I missing any?
That's it.
Classic? That's all we got. No, there are no other classic car convertibles on the horizon. But, I mean, eventually there will be, but not for the rest of the year. Derek White 4. And his parents named him that too. He has a question. We know that you have a question, Derek. That's why there's a question mark there. How rare is the Petty Hellcat Charger?
Whoa.
So, 101.
Rare. Yeah, one of one.
One of
right?
one. It's the only one made. And not only that, it's the very last vehicle built by Petty's Garage.
That's right.
Wow. And it's only the second Richard Petty vehicle in 60 years to have the name outlawed. The first being, of course, a 65 Plymouth Barracuda that he raced in drag racing when he was outlawed in NASCAR for having a Hemi engine.
I've talked to a few people about that car, and they're like, I don't think people realize how rare and how much more valuable this car is going to be over time.
Yeah, it really, really is. That's a great car. I'd take that out to a street cruise too. Okay, any other questions? I'm out of ink on this paper.
Got lots of questions here. Let's see. Someone just asked about, this is Ricardo, any word on the winner of the white Corvettes?
I know. When's the winner poll for that, for road and track?
July 24th.
July 24th. So hang tight. You guys have another week to go on that.
Let's see. Anthony says, hey, Chris and PJ, Tony from Cincinnati, blue oval guy, but I love the 442. What about the 69 CUDA? Did you guys watch Corky's Critis, the movie? Robert Blake played Corky? I don't know. Corky Curtis, the movie. I'm not sure.
With Robert Blake from Beretta? And with a first-gen Plymouth Barracuda? The glass rear hatch? You like that over a 70 or a 71? I'm just asking. Those actually that it would be a second gen. A 64 to 66 would be a first gen. A 67 to 69 would be a second gen. And I have not seen that movie.
Wow. Well,
so I'm going to have to look. I wonder if there's a cockatoo in it.
I don't know.
Okay. If you're a Beretta fan, you'll get the joke.
Hey, Sue says, are the hood scoops functional on the Chevys?
Cowl induction hood is definitely functional on the Chevelle. Look at that right there.
Right there. And it does move. We've seen it move.
However, the stacked louvers on the first-gen Camaro are non-functional.
Right.
Yeah. If you bought a 69 Camaro with a cowl induction hood, and this one does not have one, that's functional because the air will bounce here and then come down that way. But no, these 8 stack louvers, they are not functional. They look cool.
Larry says, how about a Hemi Dart or Barracuda?
A Hemi Barracuda all day long. They're tough to find. Maybe when we get through with the Vitamin C Roadrunner lift-off hood and the Barracuda, we'll find a 70 or a 71 Hemi Cuda. We've always said we were going to do one. We just haven't found the right car yet.
Eric says, how about center console fishing boat giveaway?
Center console fishing boat giveaway. That's outside of my knowledge base. Yeah, you'll have to ask someone else about a center console fishing boat.
Jeff says, how about a pair of 60 anniversary Corvettes, one of the 427 convertibles and one of the ZR1s?
60th anniversary. That's a really neat idea. That would make a great road and track. That idea, remind me on that idea. I like that idea a lot. We've talked about doing a C6 ZR1.
Jesus says, I would take a ride on a 1970 AAR CUDA.
Yeah.
Let's see, Ken says a Superbird would be awesome, one of the big
We've talked about a big wing car as well. Those are very, very expensive.
Alan wants to know, how many giveaways has a trailer been part of the package? Sounded like our show and tow. I think we had, 3 of them?
We've had 3. We had the Power Wagon with the red AR CUDA. We had the Ford F-150 with the one owner 66 Mustang, the red one, the Air Force car. That's 2. And what's the third one, PJ?
Can't remember.
Yeah, I think we've done 3 with trailers. Now, that's not counting motorcycle trailers. We're talking automobile trailers.
Right. Danny says, how many Wisconsin winners have you guys had?
Let's go and look.
It's funny you actually even say that, because I think 7 years ago we were looking at some photos of us this past weekend. And we were in
Wisconsin, in Iola, eating good pie.
And cheese curds.
And cheese curds.
So winners from Wisconsin. I don't know. We'll have to take a look into it. Let's go into our conference room.
Okay.
Let's look at the map.
Okay, let's see. Wisconsin is still up here.
Yeah, it is.
Clouded hasn't moved.
And it looks like, if you look at the base of Wisconsin, we've got like 3 winners there.
That's
right?
what it looks like to me. 3 on the, yep, those are over on the Minnesota side. Looks like we've got 3. This one's way up at the top of Illinois, but that is on the Illinois side. So I think 3. And here's where we talk about the vehicles. Here's Bert with his leisure pants. And there's the autographed Les Paul.
A lot of
Guys,
stuff in here.
Thanks for joining us today. Save your questions, send them to Kathy for next time around. We'll see you next time. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here.